Hello. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday afternoon, 3:10 in the afternoon, and I'm heading out of Sutton's Courtney, I don't know, something like that. I'm empty. I'm heading northbound up the A34 to join the M4 to go over to South Wales, which happens to be my second time going over the bridge today. So just to recap a little bit, yeah, it's Tuesday afternoon. Yesterday, where did I go yesterday? Oh yeah, I was on the logs yesterday. Container full of logs. More ash going out to Vietnam, and that was up off the A40 out in the middle of nowhere. Really tight getting in, really tight getting out. Oh, it wasn't pleasant. But I didn't record anything, so I should have really. Just didn't get round to it. And yeah, so that was that. Got back yesterday afternoon and dropped the container off. Picked a empty one up. And then first thing this morning I was heading off to Newport in South Wales. Drove up, loaded, come back onto the docks, box off, picked an empty one up. Come on then. No, I can't get over. Jeez. They just don't bother accelerating, do they? All she had to do was put her foot down. No, we just dawdle it 30 mile an hour and wonder why you can't pull out. So you clearly got the acceleration, because look at you now. Yeah, my word. I couldn't have pulled over because there was another car to move on. Anyway, yeah, so got back to the docks this afternoon and box off, box on. Heading up towards, well, I've got to be in Swan, just north of Swansea for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so no great shakes. So I'm going to stay in Newport truck stop, never been in there before, so I'm going to stay there tonight. And then it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If I leave about 6:30 tomorrow, gives me absolutely masses of time to get out there. Get up at 6, and yeah. Get up at 6 and where I go, see what happens. So yeah, we've all caught up. Weekend was good, nice and relaxing. We didn't do anything on Saturday. Sunday we went out to Milford and had a quick drink on the green with a few friends. Social distancing observed. It's all getting a bit ridiculous now, isn't it? You know, some people are, some people aren't. What do you do? What do you do? I've got no idea anymore. How does it work? It's just I just don't know anymore. So yeah, and then we went and visited. Yeah, we did a visit. We went to see Kira's mum and sat out in their garden. Again, 2 metre distancing, and you know, first time we've been able to do that in weeks since lockdown. So that's what we did, and that was Sunday. We got home about 8-9 o'clock, had a bite to eat, watched a bit of Ben Fogle. Actually, I think it was Ben Fogle. I think we watched Ben Fogle, and not watching that Ben Fogle and the guys that sort of live off grid. And don't know if you've ever seen anything, but any of those, but it's well worth it. Ben, he's pretty good. Watch that. And this was a return visit to people that he'd seen a number of years ago. So yeah, all good. So that was good. And yeah, and then I was away. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, being Monday, and away to yeah, get into the yard, sort the truck out, load up, and get off. Didn't sleep too well. I managed to get back. I got back early to the yard yesterday. I got back about 2:30, I think it was. All done and dusted. Didn't go home because I knew I had an early start again this morning, so it's just not worth it. And I don't get a good night's sleep because I go to bed late, and if I go to bed early I just get woken up and then I can't get back to sleep again, and I have to get up early and I'll wake everyone else in the house up, so it's just not fair on any of us really. So I'll stay in the yard unless I'm away, and yeah, I was awake fairly early, sharpish this morning and away. The alarm went off at 4 again, and yeah, I was on my merry way. So yeah, so I'm back doing a repeat of what I've already done today really. I'm backwards and forwards to Newport, and I'm stopping in Newport because it's I'm stopping in what they call a snap account. I don't know if you've heard of snap, but some of the trucks, some of the services always cost a lot of money. You know, you're looking at anything from 22, 3, 4 quid up to, I mean, South Mims was 34 quid the other night. Ridiculous. And yeah, obviously the company pays for that. I pay for it and then I get reimbursed for it, but I claim it back on expenses. But it's a cost to the company, and it's a big cost, you know, when you've got a shitload of trucks out every night. So we're encouraged and to stay in some of the non-commercial, because we're all bloody commercial, but not the non-franchise, so not the motorway services. This is proper truck stops, and to be fair, they're normally better than motorway services. They do good food, normally have good showers, and they've got pretty secure parking, so you know you're better off staying in these places. So when I can, I'll always try and stay in a proper truck stop, unless I'm sort of run out of time or I'm too tired to keep going, like I was the other day when I stopped at South Mims. I could have gone on to the truck stop a couple of junctions further on. It was junction 26 truck stop. It's only one more junction, but it was getting late and I was running out of time and I was knackered, and I pulled in, and I thought if I couldn't have got a parking space straight, I would have carried on going down there. But as it was, I got a space, and I thought, that's it. So, you know, most of the time we're trying to stop in. I try and stop in snap accounts, but you know, I don't tend to go out of my way, just because then that's not cost effective. If you're spending a $5's worth of diesel trying to get into these places, you may as well cut your losses and just straight on the motorway and not bother coming off anywhere. It's counterproductive, isn't it? So yeah, that's us sort of caught up together. We're on the A34. All the shops have gone back to work, so it's I can't remember what the date is today, but all the shops have gone back to work now, haven't they? All the shop workers and everything like that, and there's a little bit more traffic on the road. You can see it, you know, a little bit more traffic. There's a few more trucks on the road. Not as busy. I mean, I get up on the motorway and it was quite quiet this morning, but no problems whatsoever. But it's just gradually increasing the volume of traffic. Ugh, yawning. So I've got about 2 hours, just under 2 hours, to get to where I'm going. Which will just about do me then. Well, it will do me. I've got 3 hours 10 left on the clock, and I've got saying 1 hour 30 or 1 hour 47, so depending on which sat nav I look at. So yeah, that's the plan. I've rigged up I've got an old phone now. Well, it's not an old phone, it's only about, well, it's probably 2 or 3 years old, but I had the GoPro app on it. It's got no SIM card in it, but I thought instead of using my normal phone, I use a truck sat nav, and then I use my normal everyday phone for I'll put the Google Maps on it, and between the two of them I tend to find out where I'm going, so that's pretty good. But when I use the GoPro, I like to have the app on so I can see what I'm seeing and make sure it's working. Otherwise I could be sat here talking to myself for fucking hours. So I dug an old phone out and I thought I'll power it up and I'll use that as my GoPro phone, which is what I've done, and it's working perfectly. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Makes life a bit easier, and I can have my Google Maps up and not have to worry too much. So I'm going to probably turn you off now. The thing is, I don't know whether it'll turn back on or not, so this is all a bit trial and error. So if I don't, we're all up to date anyway, but if we do turn you on, you'll see me going across the bridge and trying to find this truck stop and going into the truck stop. So yeah, hope you all, everyone's well. If anyone's watching this, why do I say that? No one's watching this, are they? Well, very few of you, very few people. Not that it bothers me, because at the end of the day, the whole reason I'm doing this is a bit of a it's the same reason as I write a blog, to be totally honest with you. It's a memory reminder. It's so that I can look back in years to come when I'm totally befuddled and knackered and suffering from Alzheimer's, and I can look back and go, oh, was that me? Yeah, it was that. Yeah. Oh, he swore a lot, didn't he? Fucker. Anyway, that's the whole reason I'm doing it. So if anyone does watch this, it's an added bonus, and if you don't, well, to be quite honest with you, I really don't care. It would be lovely if you did, like, you know, that'd be pretty cool. But if you don't, it doesn't bother me. I'm not out to get loads of viewers and all that malarkey. It's just you know, well, it'd be quite nice to interact, wouldn't it, I suppose, really, with fellow humans. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to put you on the pause, because we're in a lot going, well, it's a nice ride through here. I don't know, perhaps you like these sort of things. Perhaps you don't like these sort of things. Perhaps no one cares, because they're not watching. I care. I quite like it through here, to be honest with you. I used to always find the A34 boring when I was driving a car. I used to come tearing up here every day. Driving a truck, you get to see over the edges. You get to see a lot more. And the A34, I actually quite like the road. It's a beautiful countryside. Absolutely stunning. It's starting to cloud up a bit. I don't know whether it's supposed to rain or not. Highclere Castle, I told you all about that, didn't I? Yeah, it definitely looks like it's gonna, well, it might rain. Had a few spits and spots, so I had to put the wipers on this morning. Can't remember where that was now. Wales Way, M4ish. I'm back in my shorts again now. I changed because I had to go and pick up at a chemical place, and they want you in trousers, safety boots, long sleeve. You can't have t-shirt, you got to wear long sleeves, high-vis, safety glasses, hat, the whole lot, whole shebang. Which I don't have a problem with, but it's bloody hot wearing a long sleeve top and jeans. But got to be done, otherwise they won't let you on site. So I kept them on for a while. It's me yawning, so I kept them on for a while, and then as soon as I stopped back there, I whipped my trousers off. You go, I reckon he'll say thank you. Well, I reckon he will. Yeah, he looked the sort of person that would say thank you, and he did. I'm empty and I'm slowing down. Cruise control set to 52 and I'm down to 50 and I'm empty. It's not a, well, I suppose it is. I had you know those big, they're like big square containers. It's about the size of the, you know, the size of a pallet, sort of square, so a pallet height if it was on end. You know the bit and they contain liquid, you know the ones they're in like a metal cage. You see now they're called, I think they're called ISO tanks. Well, I had a load of those on today and they all slosh about. So when you stop, you get a sloshy moment. You get a it feels like you're on a boat. So I had that all the way back and it was heavy. I was yeah, I was loaded up. It was only a 20-foot box, but I was loaded. I was fully loaded. And it knew about it on the hills. Cool. It definitely knew about it. Southampton Services. Not stopping there. Know him as well. Mark. Knew it was Mark because he wears a fluorescent vest. So I've just had my first anniversary with this company. Been here a year now. Yeah. Oh, it's not yawning. Oh, it's definitely getting greyer up here. I wonder if we're going to come into some heavy rain. Anyway, I'm going to stop. So I've waffled on for 17 minutes now. So I'm going to stop now and I'll put you on either if it fills it down with rain or B, we go over the bridge. That's as long as everything works. We'll find out in a minute or two. Anyway, speak to you later. If not, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Oh, it's raining. Went from being perfectly dry to this. I bet there's still cars with no headlights on. Oh, that van has. Just put them on, eh? I should really mount the camera on the driver's window so that you can so it's sort of aimed at the mirror, so you can see how little visibility we have behind us with all the spray coming off the truck when dickheads come up past you with no lights on. Trouble with these when it chucks it down with rain like this at the moment, you can see the amount of water that accumulates. Loads of it. This is when you get the loons flying by you. They're not slowing down because it's been hurling down with rain. The road's really greasy anyway because we haven't had a lot of rain. And they hit a bit of standing water and aquaplane, and before they know it, they're through the barriers. Of course, I suspect on the video it probably doesn't even look like it's raining. Still quite a few vehicles with no lights on. What's the matter with these people? So I've never been to this Newport truck stop before, so I don't even know. I know, well, Satnav's going to take me there, but It might be completely the wrong entrance. We'll find out when we get there. Hopefully there'll be a few signs for it. I had a bacon and egg butty out of a roll, out of a burger van this morning. Cool. That was lovely. Well, I say lovely, it was alright. Bacon was a bit fatty, could have done with cooking a bit more. Now it stopped raining now, look. Just spraying shit everywhere. Should be alright, it's dried out now. Yeah, I'll comes to something when I put the camera on just because it starts raining. My word. Yeah. Anyway, M4. I'll bet you may as well stay with me while I get onto the M4, didn't you? It's only a mile. Stay with me. I'll treat you. I'll treat you. So this is us still on the A34, and then we'll be going on to the M4. A little while back there was coming the opposite direction. The lorry had his front right tyre blowout. He was coming down this hill. He was up a bit further, and he came straight through there, straight to see where the wire is. I think it was that hill. It was either that hill or the one after it.
Prepare to exit left after half a mile.
He went straight through it, went up the embankment on my side. I think he wiped a couple of cars out. He lived. He didn't die or anything. Just to shit his pants though.
After 1,000 feet, exit left towards M4 to services.
Now we've got to compete with Jilly now. I've called her Jilly. And of course I want to be in that left-hand lane, but I can't get across there because it's double white lines and chevrons. And this is when someone tries to overtake me on the inside, so I've got my signal on nice and early. There is a van there,
Prepare to enter the roundabout after half a mile.
He's going to let me come across, which he has done. Slowing it down a bit. Watch them coming out from the services here.
After 1,000 feet, enter the roundabout. Take the first exit towards
really on the ball, are you, mate?
M4 towards Swindon.
20 mile an hour.
Roundabout, take the first exit.
First exit. There's always one.
Drive for 73 miles.
72 miles. Well, we've got some more weather up here by the looks of it. Trying to get round me. This lad's pulled out to let me out. Cheers, brother. Oh, it's looking a bit grey over that way, isn't it? Where we're heading. We're at M4. Westbound. Cruise control set to 52. Flash him in. It's coming in. Does he you say thank you? Yeah, look at that, top man, every drop is special. According to the back of that lorry. Bollocks. When I see their vans, I always want to say bollocks. Childish, isn't it? Well, this is the first caravan I've seen on the road for weeks. There we have one. Big old pageant. Bailey pageant. Yeah. First one I've seen since before lockdown. As soon as lockdown happened, I think the day after lockdown, I think I might have seen a couple of camper vans. But after that, after day 2, I haven't seen any. Not one. Not on the motorways. I've seen a couple parked up, but you know, they've probably been used as daily drivers, you know. So yeah, on the motorways and all up and down the UK that I've been, I haven't seen any. No one. That's the first caravan I've seen being towed. So I don't know where they're going because all the campsites are still shut. So man, they might have just bought it, you know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? And in this day, and to be honest, who cares? So there you go. Right, I'm going to pause you. There's nothing really going on, and I might put you on a bit as I go over the bridge, and we'll see whether the tide's in or out. What's the bets? Place your bets now. In or out. Ooh, I don't know. When I went over this morning, it was in, but it was on its way out. And then when I came back over the bridge, it was going out again. So it was increasing. It was going out. Now that was a few hours on, so it could well be back in again. Or it could be completely out now, waiting to come back in. Well, there you go. There's a quandary to ponder. What do you reckon? In or out? Place your bets. Pop of rain. Pop of rain. Isn't it, Dad? Let's hope there's no silly buggers out here. So, two tank transporters there. At least this is only showers. Truck coming by me, you'll see all the spray that he kicks up now. Where he's from. Moving on. There's this plate. Crazy Dutch. Van Dusen. I don't know how you say it. have to ask my missus. She speaks fluent Dutch. Because she grew up over there. Oh dear. Anyway, rain's eased off, so I'll turn you back off again. I don't even know why I put it on. I just, no idea. So I'll put you back on because, well, A, it's pissing down, and yeah, hopefully you just caught that lightning. Seen a little bit of lightning going on. You might get to see a bit more. I'll just leave you running for a few minutes, see what happens. I've seen a car go into the old, well, new. There's the MG, not a old MG, 1980s, 1990s MG, and it was obviously aquaplane, or he's had a blowout, and he's gone into the railings on the left and smashed all his left hand side up. Cut the car's part there. Jeez. I don't know if I see any more lightning. That's the first accident I've seen, a broken down car there. It's eased off again now, but we might see some more lightning. With a bit of luck. We're definitely getting closer to it. Now I'm in two minds as to where to stop for the night. I don't know whether to stop in Leigh Delamare. Saves having to faff around and get off the motorway. I think I might. I'll pull into Leigh Delamare anyway. Oh, I've still got memory to go yet. Oh, I might get the Leigh, yeah. There's another truck stop somewhere. I'm going to have I'm going to stop at the next services. I'm just going to have a quick check of the map. There's one, I'm sure there's one at Chippenham. Oh, look at the rain down in there. It's just where we're going. So, stay with me until we get into, we're going to start to pull over in Membry. I've already gone through Membry. Might have. Yeah, I might have already passed it. Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I have done, because I remember seeing the signs. Egypt. So yeah, I'm going to pull in the is there any more lightning? Is there any more? Weather. Yeah, the thing with Newport truck stop as well is I think it's a muddy old yard. And with this amount of rain, I don't really want to be sloshing about in there. It could be Leigh Delamare. Distance sensor dirty because it's soaking wet. Just bringing the speed down. You may not be able to hear me. I don't know whether you can or not. It's pretty deafening. Brought the speed right down, doing 45. Still people, not so much on this side, but definitely I can't see nothing out of my mirrors. I can just about see the end of the trailer. Rain. Why he keeps hitting the brakes. He's likely to put himself off the road if he keeps doing that. Last thing you want to be doing in these sort of conditions is dabbing the brakes. I don't know whether you can still hear me or not. Sort of raise my voice a bit. Go for the roadworks in a minute. Looks like we're coming out the other side of it though. There's blue sky up here and getting brighter. It's that wet that it's got sensors on the front of the truck that automatic emergency braking system, and if the sensors get wet, well dirty, i.e. covered in rainwater, it knocks that off, which means then you can't, it's got adaptive cruise control which knocks the cruise control off as well. So now because it was so wet through there, it throws the sensors off. Now I haven't got any cruise. That's because I'm changing lanes due to the roadworks. So I'm just going to flip that off as well. And we're at the other side. And he's slowing down to 40 mile an hour. Come on, my man. Oh, just looking in my mirror there, it's the sky is black. sensors start to work again. Yep, starting to work, cruise is back on. Well, that was wet. Are you having fun yet? Well, I think that's the excitement over with. Comes to something when the rain's the exciting bit of the journey. Oh well. Right, see you in a bit. So yeah, beautiful sunshine now. Now I've decided that I'm going to come off here at junction 17. So I think there's a truck stop here. I've never been in here, but I think there's one here. And if there is, I'm going to go and have a look at it. But I don't see any signs for it. I'm going back onto the M4 again. I'm not faffing about. That's when you get yourself into a bit of bother. I vaguely remember seeing signs years and years ago. I know Graham, mate Graham, he said there's one here. So I know that I'm pretty certain there's, I'm 99.999% certain there's one here. It's just, where is it? Can I get to it without is there a sign to it straight away?
Recalculating. Enter the roundabout, take the third exit.
Go round the roundabout once. Services. Let's go round the roundabout. Does it say no trucks or something like that? Doesn't really, does it?
Take the third exit towards M4 towards South Wales.
You know what? Next time I'm going to look it up and see where it is. I'm not going to chance it going in blind.
Drive for 34 miles.
So I'm sure there used to be a sign saying it was a truck stop. I'm going to pull into the next ones. Leigh Delamare. I stopped here the other day. It's alright. Excuse me. Also means I can have noodles tonight. Oh. Although I came here the other night, can't for the life of me remember where the lorry park is.
Recalculating.
Straight on.
Prepare to bear left after half a mile.
No, shut up, Jilly. Give it up. I think it's right in here. Yeah, right in here. Coaches only. Look how empty it is. Look how empty this is. Nobody here. I want to get myself down the front.
Recalculating. In 500 feet, at end of the road, turn left.
Get myself here in this line here, and then get myself down the front. When I go in the morning, I don't have any problems. There. But on the brake, 16:23, not bad. So yeah, here we are. We're at Leigh Delamare Services. I'm going to stay here tonight, and then I will be making my way to Swansea in the morning. Yeah, gonna stop here. Speak to you tomorrow.